We all have this guy somewhere. Why are you here? Think about who your bad guy or bad guys are. Was it somebody who shot at you, who attacked you? Was it somebody who wronged you in some way, turned their back on you, or betrayed you? Is it yourself? Do you feel yourself as a bad guy? You shouldn't, and you shouldn't write yourself as that, so please don't. But really take some time and think about who your bad guy or bad guys are. It could be somebody who gave you a really bad order and you consider that person to be a bad guy because they should have known better. Getting into the head of the bad guy or guys is an important part of the healing process. We may never be able to forgive that person or persons, but coming to grips for why they did what they did can help us to heal. Sometimes they are fighting for what they believe in. Sometimes they are fighting to protect their families. Sometimes they don't have a choice because they owe some higher up. Sometimes, of course, they're just outright psychopaths. Naming the bad guys brings them down to the human level, especially if they survived and left some of your team dead or critically injured. Why? If they killed and got away with it, you can now write them as evil as you want. You can write their darkness. Sometimes it's them that are haunting you and not your own actions or the actions of the other good guys who might have been with you. If you personalize the bad guys, they are no longer ghosts or demons haunting your memories. They are just a flesh and blood person who wreaked havoc on your life. Kill them by making them human and seeing them for what they really are. Personification of the bad guy, I hate that word sometimes. The person who wronged you or the persons who wronged you and the people that you were fighting with, it helps bring you closure because getting into their heads or what you think was in their heads helps them to get them out of your head. And that's really important, and that's why we're here. You can look at it as an exorcism if you like. You're exorcising the demons of the ones who wronged you or the people around you or the ones you loved or your unit. Remember that all the beliefs about demons that the demons must be named before they can be exorcised. You are naming the one who wronged you, and by naming that demon, you are exorcising it. The thing is not to sink into a blaming game. You know who or what was responsible for whatever happened. It's better to name them, even if you don't know their name. In fact, if you don't know their name, give them one. And then it's much easier to exercise them. I went a little bit easy on the modeling that I wrote for this one. You can go much deeper and darker. I wasn't particularly in the mood because this morning we were attacked by missiles and drones, and it was brutal. It was a big attack. And I could picture the ones launching those. And I could picture the ones laughing in glee and celebrating on social media and everywhere else where they do it. But I didn't want to go that dark right here. It's a very personal thing, and I wasn't ready for it. It only happened, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours ago. But you can go as dark as you need to go or as light as you need to go. Once again, I want to thank you for your trust and for your confidence and for your business. And I'm going to go a little personal now. Right now, my wife, Natasha, is sitting in the airport in Warsaw heading to an international conference. I was more thankful this morning that she was on the train on her way there and out of the country when we were being attacked. That's our personal life. That's our personal story. We've been living it for almost 4 years. I don't know how long you lived yours, and it was probably much more brutal than ours is. However, it's a shared experience to a certain extent, and it's a shared experience with veterans and civilians and emergency services personnel and others and volunteers. So I want to thank any and all of you that are here for this.